Hey gang, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Amy. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are already a part of the Amy gang, welcome back. So before I even get started with what we're going to do, I'm going to encourage you to take a moment right now to thumbs up and like this video, to subscribe to the Amy gang, because I promise you, you do not want to miss anything that we have coming up. And then also go ahead and hit the little bell so you get notifications every time I upload a new video. So today we are going to dive into the amazing Wahala II palette from Juvia's place. I am so excited. My shipment finally arrived. It came today. And so I could not wait to play in this, could not wait to show you guys the palette. So if you are interested in checking out the Wahala II and seeing what look we can create with it, then keep watching. I've removed the palette from the packaging, and so this is, of course, the outer casing, which mimics what's on the box. So when we lift it open, I'm going to move the cellophane here. And this is the beautiful Wahala II palette. So we've got, again, we've got pressed glitters. We've got some metallics. There's another pressed glitter. Definitely some shimmer shades, some mattes. We've got a total of 24 shades, which is not bad. Not bad at all. So really quickly before we jump into doing a look, I want to, show you guys the comparison between the two palettes. So this is the Wahala, which is the first one. And then this one is the Wahala II, right? So obviously this is a bigger palette. This was the first time that we got pressed glitters from Juvia's place. So this was a 20 shade palette. Here is a side-by-side of the two palettes. Let's swatch a couple of the shimmers really quickly, and then we'll jump right into creating whatever look we're going to do with the palette. So let's run through some swatches. So I'm going to take this first shade in the pan called Fake, and then I'm going to pick up the second shade, which is Nawa O, and then I'm going to grab this top shade here, which is the shade Fake, which, okay, she did it to us again. Look at this shade here in the corner, Fake. So I hope that the camera really does this justice. It's like, it's a duochrome, but it's like holographic. So it looks green, then it looks purple, depending on the angle that you're on. OMG. So let's go ahead and swatch those three. And I'm gonna do it right in my hand. So this is the first shade, which is kind of like a white gold. And then this one is Dawa O, which is sort of a purple shimmer. And then this is that shade Fake, that green and purple. I love that. Love that. So to save a little bit of time, because I don't want this to be too long, I went ahead and swatched the rest of the shimmer shades in my hand. And so you guys can kind of see what these shades look like. The purples kind of all look the same, but I'm really impressed with the fact that we got two duochromes. So if you look at this shade right here on my finger, you see how it's like blue and then green, and that's the shade Money. I love this. So guys, I am super excited. I love this bluish purple here. Love this aqua. It's like an aquamarine almost kind of color. So I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. So let's go ahead and jump in. Let's create something. I have no clue what we're gonna do or where we're gonna go, but let's just dive in. I'm going to do my brows, set my eyes, and when I come back, we'll be ready to jump right into this palette. Prepped, and so we are going to jump right into this first shade here, this pink shade called Yab. That shade is calling out to me, and so I'm gonna pick it up on this BH Cosmetics blending brush, and we are going to go ahead and put that shade in the crease and blend upward towards the brow. So I'm going to first start by packing it on just to lay down the pigment. And I'm going to turn my magnifying mirror this way as well, so I have the two mirrors to see out of. And so I'm going to pack that pink in, and then we're going to just blend out up towards the brow. So warming up this eye. And I opted to do thicker brows today because I want a sort of a dark look. Because as I look at the palette, there are a lot of like light colors and bright colors. But I want to try something a little dark today. And we're not going to do a cut crease. I haven't been doing a lot of cut creases lately. I've really just been focusing on, you know, letting my hooded eyes be my beautiful hooded eyes and embracing my eyes and, you know, playing in my small lid space and just really complimenting my hooded eyes. And so we're going to do the same thing today. Next, on this Real Techniques crease brush, we are going to pick up this green shade here called Lust. And we're going to put that on top of the pink, but we're not going to blend it all the way out to the brow. So just lightly blending those two together. And we're just going to go in and just blend this right into that pink. Just some light circles to blend this into that pink shade. And you know, it always looks a little weird when you first start. So don't be like, oh my God, what are we doing? You know, we always look a little crazy when we first start out. And I'm just blending this, making sure that there's no harsh lines. I'm going to grab this Morphe 506 brush, and it is a small blending brush, and we are going to dip into this brown shade called ASAP, and I'm going to place that just underneath the green and blend out. So it's important to have a smaller brush. So remember guys, because those of us with hooded eyes, we have smaller eyes, so it's important to have the right size brushes, the right size tools to do what we need to do. So I'm going to pick up that ASAP pick up the ASAP shade, and I'm going to first kind of press it, stamp it where I want it to go, and then blend it slightly into that green. Remember, we don't want to dissolve any of these colors, so I'm putting it in what would be my natural crease, which is the fold of my eye where my hood is. And I'm just slightly blending upward into that green, because we don't want to lose that color, but we still want to be able to see this as we add depth and definition to this look. And then just slightly blending upward. Making sure that you guys can see what I'm doing here. Slightly blending upward into that green. And for this look, I'm not doing a winged out look. I'm keeping this eye kind of rounded, just kind of following the natural shape of my eye, because I just really want, again, to complement my hooded eyes. And so I'm going to close my eye and then just slowly blend out those edges, making sure to not lose that green. I'm going to dip back into this pink shade Yab with the first brush, just because I want to add a little bit more pink to this outer edge on both eyes. And so I'm just going to pick this up, and I'm actually going to round off the shape of the eye with that pink. And so we're just blending it lightly on top of the green, coming around towards the bottom. I'm going to pick up this shader brush. This is a Morphe M508. And I'm going to just lightly clean it off. And then I'm going to dip into the Yab shade with that flat shader brush. Sweep it under my brow. I'm gonna sweep it right under my brow line to give me a little bit of space between the green so that we keep that pink. And so because it's getting kind of heavy, I'm gonna go back in with that first brush and I'm just gonna blend that pink out. Blend it out. Sure, I get under that brow and blend that pink out. So we stay nice and blended. On my favorite brush, one of my other favorite brushes, the Morphe M124 brush, which is a flat brush. I'm going to mist this brush with some setting spray, with my Maybelline Lasting Fix setting spray, and we are going to pick up this shade here called Period with the T. And we're going to just pick this up on this Morphe brush and sweep this across my small lid space. Taking it all the way across from the inner corner to the outer corner. Make sure that I'm not making sure to pay attention to what that looks like when my eye is open. Just laying this color down, which is a beautiful orange shade. I added some wing liner using the, what is this? The Ico Black Magic liner that was in September's Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. And then I took these All Natural style lashes from Kiss. All Natural style lashes from Kiss. And so we're going to just go ahead and do this other eye. So I'm going to quickly line this eye. And I'm going to just grab my other mirror. And we're just going to quickly line this eye. And I'm not doing a wing because, again, I do not want to distract from the beauty that is this eye look. And so just lining the top lash. Let's go ahead and place this lash. And I'm going into my magnifying mirror because I can see better. And I am just going to plop that right down. So it's nice and right on my lash line so that you can still see the orange. So now it always looks kind of crazy because this eye is more open, this eye is a little closed, but it's okay. Sometimes to offset that when my lashes are completely dry, when everything is dry and set, I'll go in with the lash curler. I'll go in with the lash curler sometimes and curl this lash with the falsie attached just to give it a little lift so that my eyes look more open and even. All right, guys, so I am back and this is what we came up with. And before we even go any further, I have to stop and apologize. I did not mean to disrespect y'all like that with this look. This look is so bomb and it's so disrespectful. The palette is bomb. The palette is disrespectful. I apologize for the disrespect. Like, I wasn't trying to slay on y'all like this, but hey, this is what we came up with. But there's one thing that we do need to do. So I want to add a little pop of color in the inner corner. And so I think I want to grab this blue shade here called Hater. I don't know why. That shade is like really calling out to me. So I'm going to pick up my my Morphe M126 brush, my favorite little brush. And I'm going to mist it with some setting spray. Soak it up real good with some setting spray. And then we're going to just jump right into Again, that blue shade there called Hater. And we're just gonna pick that up on this brush, really kind of get this good and saturated on the brush. And we're just gonna put that right, I'm gonna grab my magnifying mirror as well. And we're gonna just put this right in the corner here. We're gonna just give it a little pizzazz right there. For a little, just some extra fun, let's grab the shade Fame, which is the very first shade in the pan. We're just gonna pop that right on top of Hater. Just to really just, whoo child, give us a little bit of little shunting right in the corner. All right, guys, so my overall final thoughts of the palette. As usual, I absolutely love it. As usual, I absolutely love it. I love everything about this palette. The only thing I would recommend is a mirror. It would be nice to have a mirror to be able to, you know, use in the palette. But I mean, Juvia's Place, JP, strikes again. Again, I have nothing, I never have anything bad to say about Juvia's Place's shadows. The pigmentation is there, the payoff is there. You know, the shimmers are awesome, the glitters, you know, it's just everything that you want in a palette. And I'm so glad that I purchased this. I'm so glad that I reached for it. I will say that I intentionally did not look at any YouTube videos for the Wahala II. I did not want to be influenced by anybody's look. I didn't want to copy anybody's look. And I mean, I am so pleased with what we came up with today. It's definitely different. I'm gonna take a little glance in my mirror here. You know, it's definitely different. I love the combination of the colors. I love, you know, it just has this smoky, sort of sultry, sexy going on, and I love it. I love it. Well, gang, that's it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, for joining me today. Remember, guys, my face is going to pop up on the screen. That is yet another opportunity for you to join the Amy gang, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.